right, today's the day we're gonna be swapping out the fork on my Trek Rail 7. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with my videos, I'm going through this whole warranty issue with Trek, and I'm still gonna be making a video on that, but I'm not gonna keep waiting for the answers and all the back and forth. I just want to go ride. So I purchased a new fork. Now, I did replace the factory bars and the stem with the aftermarket. This is the Dedi carbon 35mm bar. I just didn't like the width, so I put my factory bars back on, but I went ahead and chopped the handlebars down to 750 mil and put this on with the Dedi stem. Now, with the Trek bikes, there's this knock block, so you can't just put these aftermarket spacers on top of this. There's an adapter right there. It's available on Trek. You just torque it to 2 Newton meters, and then you can stack all your aftermarket spacers. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't have the factory stem here available right now, but these stack on top of that knock block, and then this goes into the factory stem, so it all joins together and it doesn't move separate. Everything moves together. So we're gonna start off with removing this bolt. Then we're gonna loosen the stem. We're gonna remove the stem with the handlebars and then zip tie them to the frame like this. After that, we're gonna loosen the knock block adapter, remove the knock block plate, and take the fork off. All right, remove the fork. I cleaned out all the parts. I'll put new grease and everything. After I measure the steer tube to cut, I'll put everything back, put the grease on it, and then put it together. Look at that. You get to take this off from your old fork to put on a new fork. Just take your time, pry it up with a screwdriver, flathead, and then go around all the sides slowly, and you'll be able to reuse this on your new fork. There she is, folks. This is a 170 mil Fox. I got this to match the rear, the X2. Yes. Now I was kind of worried for a second because on the description it said shiny orange, but the other section it said black, and I wanted a black because they do have an all orange one. So there she is. I did get the one with the quick disconnect for the front axle. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but let me get this out of the bag here. We'll go from there. There she is, Kashima coat, Fox 38 factory, grip 2. Comes with all the hardware. I am going to put 2 volume spacers in there. I'm going to get the mud guard. You can get the mud guard for that. And this does have the E volume. It's the shiny black, which I do like. And again, this is the 170 mil. You can't exceed 170 mil without messing up the head tube angle on the Trek. So let's go ahead and put everything back on here and measure it, and then we'll cut it. Look at that. This particular fork won't even hit the frame, which is good. It does look kind of weird. It's not an oversized crown like the RockShox or like the RockShox Zeb. So it does look kind of weird right there. It's not as bulky like the RockShox, but that's okay. I might just use this for a different build eventually, and then get a oversized crown fork for the front. But it does look good with the Kashima on the front and the rear. Look at that. Looks good, doesn't it, guys? All right, so I put the bearing back in. I didn't put any grease on it yet. I put the knock block spacer, the adapter. I'm gonna put all the spacers, put the stem on, and I'm gonna mark it, and then we'll cut it. All right, everything's on, everything's cut. I'm gonna torque this to 4 Newton meters. That's the max on my particular spec. There you go. And after you torque the top, you'll torque the adapter for the knock block on the other end to 2 Newton meters. And there's the finished product, guys. I did miss a few little steps, like this right here. This is the brake line bracket. Make sure you install that after you put the fork on. Now, my RockShox, I did not need an adapter for the front rotor, the 203 mil rotor I put on there. With the Fox, I did have to put an adapter. I had this gold one laying around, which I'm gonna get a black one. It doesn't match at all. That's all I had right now. I did have to get an adapter put on with some spacers. They also sell a bolt-on mudguard from Fox I'm gonna get. I do like how these have the bleeder valves. Now, I don't know if the shop that sold me the fork did a mistake, but they actually sent me a 2023 fork instead of a 2022. The box says 2023. This is for the 29 or 27.5. You can use for both applications. Like I said, guys, I don't like how it's all tiny on the crown with the Trek frame, but there's nothing I can do. It's not that bad. It will do. I'm just very happy that now everything is perfectly spaced on the left and right side. That's what I was really worried about, that it's going to be crooked, but it's not. It's nice and even. But yeah, guys, there it is. I haven't taken it out yet. I just finished putting it all together. I'm going to do my first shakedown on this new fork probably tomorrow, and I'll do a review on the full suspension here on this bike. Well, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and smash that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, guys. Catch you on the next one.